Sports fans, what's going on? Patrick over here, Ghost Picks ATS. It's Saturday night. We are wrapping up today's slate. The 3:30 p.m. games are wrapping up here, and we are getting into some primetime football between the Irish and Ohio State. This play is for tomorrow, LSU and Florida State. But I figured while I'm doing it, I might as well do a little late night action as well. So if you're tuning in now, thanks for tuning in. As always, sports betting, let's get after it. So Irish versus Ohio State. Now this one comes up here in about 20 minutes, 15 minutes or so. I do like Ohio State to give them the business. Not quite like Georgia did, but Ohio State, Stroud and Smith and Jigba. You've got a rookie, new quarterback, new head coach going into one of the toughest places to play. The shoe will be rocking. There's no doubt about that. So looking at this one, I do like Brutus and Ohio State to take over. I mean, everything about this team, they are as deep as anybody. Similar to my write-up for the Georgia game today, even everybody that they replace them one after another, and year in, year out, it's just first-rounders being spit out. And so, you're not losing too much with the guys you're losing. With that being said, Notre Dame, I do like them this year, but, there's a big gap. There is 1, 2, 3 in the country, and then there is a huge gap. I mean, it is Ohio State, Alabama, and Georgia, and then it's the rest of the country. Even though Notre Dame is ranked 5th, you see them with that 17-point spread. They are not respected, which is always bulletin board material. So, if Ohio State does jump them, I think under Freeman, the Notre Dame is not going to quit. So if Ohio State gets out to a big lead, look for a little buyback on Notre Dame on the backside there. Maybe come in the back door inside like 24. That'd be phenomenal. But anyway, for tonight, wrapping up the parlay, the little nighttime parlay, a little light action. If you want that Brutus, a little Ohio State in there. But Stanford tonight, minus 39.5. This is very similar to Kansas line or even the Minnesota line. These teams struggle to put up 40 points in general, especially over the past couple years. But yet this line is set at 39.5. Stanford, baby. They will be able to do it. Everybody looks for a little a little kick in the ass to start the year. Nothing like beating the brakes off of a bad school to do it. On the opposite side, one of the games of the night, I think it's actually going to be a little bit better than what people may think. But Kent State, 23-point dogs at Washington. I actually like Washington. Again, the high line 3-teamer tonight. Ohio State minus 17, Washington minus 23, and Stanford minus 39.5. I'm not a huge fan of these big favorites, but given these situations, for the most part, at home and against teams that are just lacking, Kent State has almost no pieces coming back this year, and you're going to get up against Penix, who I think is a very underrated quarterback, the transfer out of Indiana. His biggest issue is always injuries. When he's healthy, he's fine, but he's been hurt for the past 2 years and left Indiana, with nothing the past couple of years as he was injured. But game one out of the gate, I look for Washington to make a statement out there, out west, and the same with Stanford. The high line 3-teamer to end the night. OSU, Stanford, Kent State. Getting into tomorrow's game, actually two of the most experienced teams in college football. They are bringing back a lot of pieces, though the coaches are moving around. Brian Kelly with his first game at LSU versus Florida State, making their second game of the year. If you watched that Florida State game last week, they just ran up and down the field. It was really a no contest, kind of similar to what we were expecting in that Stanford game. Just a warm-up game, beat the brakes off somebody, feeling good, and shoot. Big difference versus LSU this week. Can't state that enough. Florida State looked great last week, but the ACC as a whole has struggled, and they are no different. Any day of the week, you give me a bad SEC team versus a bad ACC team, I'm taking the bad SEC team. They get beat up year in, year out by phenomenal competition. Teams like Arkansas, teams like middle of the road Kentucky. These teams just beat the brakes off of bad SEC teams. But LSU is looking to make a little comeback here. Brian Kelly, they've got the athletes. They have some of the best recruiting classes every single year. So the talent is there. The coaching over the past couple of years has just been a little bit shysty. Since Coach O left, it's kind of just been up in the air. Brian Kelly brings a new philosophy, a winning philosophy. For official free play, I will be taking LSU as a -3.5. That will also be a premium pick tomorrow night. For the premium picks today, Georgia absolutely rolled, and we lost 2 games by the hook today. There is nothing quite like it. And ECU, how about ECU? Easy cover on the 13 points, but man, oh man, they should have won that game. Absolutely wild day of sports. If you watch the 12 o'clock slate, I said particularly that the 12 o'clock slate always induces some crazy madness. Between the App State Carolina game and the ECU NC State game, wild, absolute madness. So we look to get back after it here tonight. Go Brutus. Tomorrow night, go LSU. And it is football season, so I know I've been MIA. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Baseball, it's week in, week out. It's tough. It goes a lot goes into baseball, and those picks are usually later in the day, so getting the videos out are difficult. But it is football season, and you will not miss me here. So let's go Brutus, Ohio State. Let's go LSU Tigers. And catch you back here tomorrow. We'll have a breakdown of the Monday night slate, Clemson versus Georgia Tech, I do believe. So good luck. God bless. Grind on. We'll catch you back here tomorrow. And let's roll. Parlay of the day. Ohio State, Washington, Stanford. High line 3-teamer.